Okay, I'm starting over this one because I started reading it and I was like, ooh, this is good. And then like I binge read up until I think chapter 10 or 12. And then school started back. I don't remember where I was at. Everything just reset, whatever. So I'm just going to start it over, and why not review it? Because I remember loving this webtoon. So it's called Like Wind on a Dry Branch. And we're just going to review chapter 1 today. So this is our female lead. The chapter starts off with like this huge funeral procession thing. They're doing this funeral to bury this, like, I don't know what the hell he is, but they're burying this man. The son's man is burying him with everybody else in the village because he was like important in the village or whatever. She was apparently supposed to be like a living sacrifice because they do that. So apparently their souls are married in some type of connection ceremony thing, and they like dress her in black, put a veil over her, and they're gonna bury her with him, like bury the coffin. I don't know if she's gonna go in or out. I don't know the specifics. I just know that they was gonna bury her alive. This is our male lead, and he comes through, conveniently, and it's just like, oh, I was passing by seeing if I could settle an old, our old friends, settle an old debt. The debt is 20 million gold. 20 million gold. He's acting like he lent this man $5 to buy a McChicken combo or something. Like, I don't understand. So he comes through, talks to the son, like sees the female lead, and is just like, oh, who that? And they're just like, oh, this is the living sacrifice for my dad. And he's like, I'll forgive all of the debt if you give me her. And obviously, he gave him her. And we basically end the chapter with them, like, her standing in front of him and him being like, oh, hello, temptress, because they're just like, oh, she must be such a temptress if he requested for her to be buried alive with him. I'm like, okay, let's blame the victim. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do 2 or 3 chapters in the next one. But here's the introduction. Okay, back to Like Wind on a Dry Branch. And I'll be covering 3 chapters in this. So here we have some tea being spilt by the girls who are getting our female lead ready. So apparently the male lead did that to his brother. Yeah, and that as well. And we also find out that our female lead's name is Rita. Yeah. Yes, Rita, Tristy. Here. I love those flowers in her hair. She's very pretty. Those are some thick ass eyelashes though. Okay, so here we have our male lead telling his like right hand knight, I guess, to find out what happened to her, and we find out that apparently Rita lost her husband. And then the count came to her and was just like, oh yeah, become my mistress, blah, 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 blah. And just continued doing it, was real persistent. And when she declined, he kidnapped her daughter and sold her to a traveling slave trader. And then she only agreed to go with him because he promised to get her daughter back. And I'm supposed to feel bad for this man, and everybody's confused as to why he wanted her buried alive with him. Oh, he never did such deplorable things. Really? This is not deplorable? Then they go on to say that apparently her husband's death was a little bit suspicious because he was said to have died from the plague before the plague even got to the town. Yeah, weird. But if you look at karma, the plague killed her husband, apparently, allegedly, but then the plague actually came and killed the count. I don't know who this is yet, but she's really pretty. I don't know who she is yet. Honestly, I don't remember anything that I read in this webtoon. I just remember that I really liked it. She's real pretty. So the good count gives Rita this house, all to herself, as well as this monthly allowance. And like, bless her heart, she's probably not used to people being nice. So she's like, oh, no, I can't accept this, blah, blah, blah. But apparently he does this to everyone who he brings in, all of his subjects who live in the town that he created from this desolate Iceland, whatever. I need to go move there if you just giving away houses and money, because these mortgage rates, these house prices, not looking good. Like, she's having a little bit of trust issues here, and honestly, I can't blame her after all the stuff that she's been through. Then we find out that she's a mage after she goes to, like, visit him to, like, thank him for the stuff and tell him that she wants to pay him back. And he's like, bitch, no. So we find out that she's a mage. Again, with people just fumbling the bag, just like with Twilight Poem. Like, hello, why are y'all fumbling this stuff? And lastly, his chibi form is so cute. It's so adorable. Okay, we're back with Like Wind on a Dry Branch, and I'm starting to remember why I like this webtoon. See how she went in with all the preconceived notions because of all the rumors that she's heard about him? Yeah. To find something completely different? Yeah. The ladies are just hanging out by the river, feeding the fish, picnics, enjoying themselves. Yeah, confused, huh? This is why we don't listen to rumors, kids. This is why. Making a whole ass fool of yourself, listening to all of these rumors that there's catfights and debauchery all up in the East Annex, when all there is just women cohabitating, living together and supporting each other. Yeah, that is why I love this webtoon. Because they're just there. It's like a sisterhood, just supporting each other. And I love to see it. Like, they don't even know her. They just met her. But, would you like to stay for tea? Our flowers have bloomed in the garden. I bet you they garden together. Like, even that, they're supposed to be the Duke's harem. And she's just like, oh, no, I encountered His Highness, and he requested that I pay him a call afterwards. And they're just like, we've taken too much of your time. You should hurry. No worries, I love to see it. I love to see it. A theme that I love in webtoons is women supporting women. I love it. Another thing that I love and that adds amazing comedic value to this webtoon is his relationship with his knights. It's so funny. Like, if you go and read it, this whole conversation, this whole arc, like this whole scene was just so funny. After everything that she's been through, I'm really happy that this is what she has to deal with now. Friendly neighbors, being able to work as much as she pleases, freely going around, being able to actually have a memorial service for her daughter, who I don't think is actually, deleted. I think she's still there, and I hope they really reconnect. I really, really do. I really love that for her. But we're going to move on to the male lead of this, and this particular scene. I can't put a finger on what type of personality this man has. Like, it's just, it's weird. But what I do know is that he's fine as hell. But above that, he's smart. And I love me some smart men. Use those brain cells, Your Highness. Use them. That man said, put one of our own in the temple. And then his knight is going to be like, they're just clerics. Like, why would we do that? And he said, who reaps the greatest profit from spreading the plague? So I feel a conspiracy going on, and I want to see how he navigates this. This child is adorable. She is so adorable. We're back with another Like Wind on a Dry Branch, and I'm loving the dynamics, y'all. I'm loving the dynamics. They do say kids say the darndest things, but are they wrong though? That baby was airing all of Irene's secrets. She said she don't cook, she don't clean, she don't help with not name a damn thing. And look at this beautiful little flower crown that she made for Rita. Let me tell you something. If it turns out that this is Rita's daughter, first, I don't want anyone to tell me in the comments. I don't want anyone to spoil it for me in the comments. But secondly, I really wish she is. I hope she is. Irene, babe, you're a gorgeous gal, but that man don't like you. He does not like you. I've never seen an interaction so far, and mind you, I'm only 9 chapters in. I have not seen an interaction between these two that has made me seem like, oh, yeah, probably he has a little thing for her. That man don't like you. He don't like when you're in his presence. Like, please do something else. Also, this little exchange, this little tidbit of information makes me understand that he has self-control, which only makes me more attracted to him. He's smart and he has self-control. He has self-control. He knows that his wandering genitals were putting his kingdom in danger. And what did he do? He didn't continue. He said, all right, yeah, we not doing that no more. We are not doing that no more. Learning from his mistake, which we love to see it. Also, he's not sleeping with them, but he is providing for them, giving them a safe space. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I get it, Irene. You're a bitch. Like, oh my God, is this foreshadowing? Again, do not spoil it for me in the comments. Is this foreshadowing? Is Anna her daughter? Because, like, I could see the timeline where, like, her daughter was sold to, like, the slave trader person. And then that person, like, went along traveling and then, like, ran into the Duke all up in his kingdom. And he was just like, yeah, you not finna be selling no children. And just took Anna in. I could see that. I could see that happening. If I'm being honest with you, Miss Tristy girl, that man probably spread the rumors about himself. Yeah. And there's a good reason why he did it, and I would like to find out what it is. Anyway, y'all, join the Discord. We are doing giveaways, and we are doing live readings. Not the nightgown. Okay. We're back with another Like Wind on a Dry Branch. She looks so beautiful here. She's looking all, angelic. Oh, here's a sorceress. Okay. All right, llama girl. These are very clear instructions, right? Very clear instructions. Leonard's like, sir, put your clothes back on. Put that shirt back on and stop asking me stupid questions. As soon as she felt the presence, they made eye contact once. She said, no taps. We're gonna grip. We're gonna grip hard. That man said, I am not gonna be going up to this lady like she don't want me unalived. Like, what is you talking about? Oh, she wants to reinstate him in the royal family. I always find this so interesting. Because, like, how does one get kicked out? Like, I understand that he's, like, accused of unaliving, like, 2 of his half-brothers. I mean, I guess that's how someone would get kicked. Don't mind. AKA, mind your business. Mind your business. My sentiments exactly. And if you haven't been following along, because this was just like some random thoughts, what's happening is the Empress invited the Archduke, Killian, him, to go to the Grand Temple to be reinstated. And now this is all of them traveling to the Grand Temple because none of them trust her, which they shouldn't. They shouldn't. I just want to know why they shouldn't trust. Like, I know why, but I want to know what she gonna do. Because I don't trust her either. Yeah. Does she now? Huh. He has quite the interesting set of ladies around him. Very diverse skill set, if I do say so myself. And if you're confused as to what's going on, they're all in carriage. Rita is shook as hell because Killian said, yeah, that dude, since he's suspicious, he needs to be gone. And she's just like, no, I don't want anything to happen to him. I didn't know my words could do these things. And we're just like, girl, that man was probably sent there to do some terrible things to all of you. But, I understand. She's a pure soul. I get it. And she's just like, well, I mean, maybe we could just give him this potion and he'll, like, be on his way naturally. But, I mean, that's not how that happened. Yeah. And there it is. I was wondering when he would just blatantly display his BDE. But there it is. There it is, child. Anyways, sir. You unalived someone right in front of her. Welcome back to Like Wind on a Dry Branch. So if you don't know where we're at now, they're on their way to the temple and Rita fell sick because she's stressed out. Girl, same. It happens to me all the time. And he's just like, oh, she told me she was fine. Bruh, her husband is gone and her child is missing, presumed also gone. Like, what did you think? She was just, happy-go-lucky? Oh, I'm free now? No. And we get some sort of a backstory on what happened as to why he was yeeted from the royal family. And I'ma just say, I do not blame him for what he did. I'm so sorry. But if I had to stand there and watch my half-brother delete my mom? Bruv. Like, no. So, like, does she know something that we don't know? Like, is she actually, like, oh my god. Like, I told y'all not to spoil it for me, but oh my god, I'm so curious. I'm gonna just read it. I'm gonna just read it through. And they finally get to the temple, y'all. And when I tell you that, oh, it is about to go down, it is about to go down. I just wanted to point this little interaction out. It's interesting that he says that because the Archduke is already suspicious of them spreading the plague for their own personal profit. So I think that that was just interesting. Also, another thing that I just wanted to point out, prized mistress. But getting back to like the main story, the conversations between these two, when I tell you that I have never seen two people have more graceful, eloquent, passive-aggressive banter in my life. The way how you could probably cut the tension with a knife every single time they talk to each other. Like, every time. I can understand where both of them are coming from because one, you unalived her son, but your son also unalived his mom. So, like, I could see where the animosity is coming from. And this was a clear power move, and I don't understand why the king is just feeding the fire between these two. Because that smirk told me everything I needed to know. Also, period. I would have said the same thing. Same thing. Child, when I tell you that, like, these people probably are the most uncomfortable they've ever been in their life, because I bet you could cut the tension with a knife. And if these ladies don't know how to play, they part. Last but not least, I just realized that she's dressed like a Disney villain. What you know? Drama. We're back with Like Wind on a Dry Branch, and the plot is as thick as the scent of that. See it there now? I knew that she was going to do something. Unaliving her own blood cousin. Not on the list. Was not on the bingo card for this. I like how quick he is to think of a plan and just dish out very clear, very concise instructions. And I love how quickly and precisely she follows these instructions. If you don't know what's happening, they found the unalived version of the High Chaplain in their room, and now there's a whole search going on because everybody's looking for the High Chaplain, and they're searching up the mistress's rooms, and now they're about to, bang on their door. They sprayed perfume and like started smoking and everything, but that didn't cover up the smell, so she thought very quickly, and she's very smart for this. Like, if you read here, you'll see what she did. I just didn't want to put screenshots of that because, TikTok be finicky, but she's smart. Yeah, what made you think he wouldn't? Like, I don't understand how you're asking this question with a sword to your throat. Stupid. So this one here, who just got exposed for being a knight, was, trying to press them, being like, oh, we still need to search the chamber, blah, blah, blah. So what it sounds like is he's the one that started this search in the first place. And now he's being exposed as being a part of the Empress's royal guard. And impersonating a holy person, and is talking too much. He talks too much. No, really though, this does not look good for you. Why is he talking so much? Like, really though, you're in this position and you're still a chat. You chat too much, sir. You need to understand the position that you're in. Remember when he was talking to Leonard, his right-hand guy, that he needs to plant one of their own in the temple? That's her. That's her. It's becoming very clear to me that he puts quite a bit of responsibility on the women in his life, and I love to see it. I love to see it. You see what happened when you chat too much? Yeah, that happened when you chat too much. Shut up. Y'all, he is pissed. He is upset. He did not speak for the entire time that they were addressing the events that happened for the night. Not at all. And would you look at that? Look who he has planting the unalived version of the High whatever the hell she is. Another woman. It looks like the one with the the bob. Yeah, it looks like her. That man puts a lot of trust and a lot of faith in the women around him, and he's smart for doing so. But yeah, y'all are probably going to be getting this for the foreseeable future because it has my attention. Anywho, join the Discord.